Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have good time together. Today we have a Muslim who did refute us, and he is really so strong. I mean, we have to admit, when a Muslim he starts thinking, that's it. You are shish kebab. They are people of knowledge, logic. I mean, think about it. A religion who believe that if you believe in God, you do what God he said to you, what he said to us, kill them. Who? Those who don't believe in me. Okay. And then get virgins. And little boys when they are naked around you. And they are so white, like pearls. And you know what? I have an open buffet for you. When you go to heaven, the dishes will walk to you. The tree will come to you. You wish a barbecue? You will have it in a second. You will have sex as never before. Non-stop boom boom. Allah will give you the power of 40 men and will give the Prophet the power of 4,000 men. And for sure we cannot compare between the engine of yours and the engine of the Prophet. So Islam is very logical and Muslim trying to speak with logic. So let us see the logic of Muhammadan and how they present to us their case. This is a person who posted in the previous video about this guy from Germany, which is an idiot. You have no idea what he's talking about. Kamal, sound like he is, I think, from, I don't know, he's upset he's from Germany, maybe, I'm not sure. Attention, and you respected a Christian. Only he speak only to respect it. And let us see how respected he is. The name of the creator, the unique, not mathematic one. Mathematic one. Okay. I will take you accountable for the word mathematic. In a few minutes, you will start crying like a baby. Who created everything? Is Allah. In Arabic, he described himself in the Quran, nothing the same as he am. You know what? I cannot even find one verse in the Quran. Makes sense. It's not stolen from the Bible. Not even one. Can you find me one? All those verses saying none is the same as God. None is the likeness of God. None. And Muhammad, he's saying to us, none is like Allah. He's a thief. Now, when Muhammad is saying nothing like Allah, what does that mean exactly? What does that mean exactly? Let us try to understand. Nothing like Allah. The Muslim keeps saying that to us.
There's nothing like him. Again in Surah Shura chapter number 42, verse number 11. There's nothing comparable anything to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when Allah talks about hands, it's not like the hands that we have got, 5 fingers like this line.
Here you see that Muslims not only ignorant about their cult, they are stupid about their cult. I mean, if this guy is the one who will answer you, he just said Allah have no 5 fingers. Which Muslim is the one who knows what is Allah? Allah has no 5 fingers, he just said that.
Authentic narration claims, says in Bukhari, what's Bukhari's name? Muhammad ibn Ismail. It says that a Jew came to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. A Jew came to her and he said to him, Ya Muhammad. Look at the way they speak. Ya Muhammad, not Ya Rasulullah. Ya Muhammad. Allah Ta'ala will place all the heavens on a finger. Allah Ta'ala will place all the mountains on a finger. Allah Ta'ala will place all the trees on a finger. Allah Ta'ala will place all of the creation on a finger, and then he will say, I am the king. Upon that, Muhammad sallam smiled, and to his premolar teeth became visible, and he recited, "Ma qadarullah haqqa qadri." They made not a just estimate of Allah, such as is due to him. Abdullah, the narrator, said the reason why he smiled is to express his wonder and his belief in what the Jew said. So what does this prove? That Allah has a finger or fingers.
But Zakir Naik was saying, Allah has hands, yes, but his hand does not have 5 fingers like us. He just said that. So what we notice here, that Muslims, they are, Islam is a very confusing cult, stupid cult. And every scumbag in the book of Islam who claim to be a scholar, he give you a different answer. As simple as that. And I call them scumbag because they are making it as a business.
And it's not like the hand that we have got, 5 fingers like this line.
So Allah have a hand, but it's not 5 fingers like us, have 5 fingers, a toe, no, it's not different hand. And the funny, he just said, you cannot compare Allah to anything. Nothing like Allah. So why Allah have a hand anyway? Because the second you say a hand, he is comparing himself to us. He is comparing himself to us. The stupidity is really amazing. If nothing like Allah, and we cannot compare Allah to anything, so why Allah saying he have hands? Is it hand is comparable to what we have? Why Allah have a shin? Why Allah have 5 fingers? Why Allah have a leg? So those idiots who come to us and they say nothing like Allah, they are obviously stupid idiot. They have no idea what does that mean. What? Nothing like Allah in what? I can say nothing like Allah in stupidity as an example. What kind of God he says that sperm is coming from the backbone of the man and the women have a sperm coming from the ribs. We are typing in English again. Is that God who say women have a sperm coming from their ribs? So I can agree with you that nothing like Allah, which is Muhammad, is an idiot, he's a stupid. We can go right now. Look, they will say to you, it doesn't say that, CP. What? It doesn't say that, CP. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. It doesn't say that, CP. Okay. Well, let us see. It does say that, CP, or not. All right? Give me a second. This is your biggest potato scholar, one of them, Ibn Kathir. It doesn't say that, CP. Nothing like Allah. Nothing what? Nothing like Allah. Okay. Let us see if nothing like Allah or not. Which chapter is that here? Okay. Nothing like Allah. Where is... Why it's not showing? Hold on. I hope they did not take it. Did they take it from the web page? I didn't see it. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I thought they took it off. He created it from water gushing forth. Allah explaining how sexual fluid work. Meaning sexual fluid bursting forth from the man and the women. The baby is created from sexual fluid coming from the man and the women. Okay. Thus, the child produce from both of them by permission of Allah. Okay. Proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. I mean, nothing like Allah. I mean, we have to admit, I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid God like this God who believe women have sexual fluid coming from their ribs? So, brother Thither, I have to admit, you get the point there. And now we prove that there is nothing like Allah. Because simply only Allah, he said that this is a scientific miracle. How he can explain to us and how anyone in the world can tell us that Muhammad, peace upon him, who was exist 400 years ago, he knew this. He never go to school. He never graduated from a school. He don't even know the real name. Yet he knew that women they have sexual fluid and it's coming from their ribs. Zakir Naik, may Allah rip you apart. Women have sexual fluid coming from their ribs. So when a Muslim he come and he post for us saying that there is nothing like his God, we have to admit. I mean, you see, when somebody he says everything created by Allah, do you have a proof? And how Allah is the one who created men and women, he do not know how baby is made. I mean, have you ever heard of a maker? He do not know what he made and how he made it. So when a Muslim he says to us, the Quran says that Allah said, okay, who said, Allah said. Who said that Allah said, Muhammad said? Do you have witnesses? No. This is Islam. Allah said, he said, Muhammad said. Okay, whatever Muhammad said, that's it. But hold on. Do you have any proof? No. What we have in front of us a proof that Allah have nothing to do with any creation. In different places in the Quran, Muhammad even claimed that the sperm of the man is coming from the backbone, the same as here actually. We showed you in Ibn Kathir, he said it clearly, coming from the backbone of the man. This is the correct translation. The backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. What kind of God this God is? I put insurance in my backbone. Because what if my backbone broke? I will not have a sperm no more. This is why there's a famous song. It's called like Backbone, Backbone. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? Very well known. You know, in Sahih Bukhari. So when a Muhammadan, I found them very silly. I found this cult very stupid. And for some reason, the second you join this cult, you are silly. For some reason, I don't know. You tell me how. I don't know why. And then this idiot, he start giving us his diarrhea. Allah, Allah described himself in the Quran, nothing like him. And Allah has created Adam with his Adam own image of hands and eyes. Okay, your God have eyes. Your God have hands. Your God have 5 fingers. And guess what? Your prophet, he says that Allah created Adam in his image, quoting exactly the book of the Old Testament. So I've been in English again. Oh boy. I hate it when my keyboard keeps switching. Do you see it? He reported that God messenger are saying, when any of you fight, he must avoid the face. For God created Adam in his own image. Do you see it? God created Adam in his image. Muhammad is copying the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 27, word by word. And you can read the Bible any translation you wish. So God created man in his own image. God created Adam in his own image. See it? When I say stupidity is amazing, and for sure the Muslim, they will try to say, oh, he did not mean that. Where? How you know? How you know he did not mean that? As long Allah have a face, Allah have 5 fingers, Allah have a shin, Allah have a leg, Allah have 2 hands, what is left? Then the Sunni Muhammadan continue. He said, remember everything that crosses your mind, it ain't destroyed, and Allah is different from that. Allah he forget. Allah he forget. Allah he make mistakes. How we can prove, anyone remember how we can prove to a Muslim that Allah he make mistakes? By the way, I said to myself, I'm not going to make a long video, so let us see how short video will be. I'm going to force myself soon to stop, because, you know, I'm staying for long, really, and this is not easy. How we can prove that Allah make mistakes? Anyone remember? Let us see how a few really is studying and, like, you know, learning. Anyone remember how we can prove Allah make mistakes? And Allah said that? Anyone? Nobody remember? Okay. Chapter 2, verse 106. One of them. Read carefully and laugh with me. None of our revelation we do abrogate or cause to be forgotten, but we substitute something better or similar. Okay. When you say, I'm going to make Quran better than the Quran, isn't it, this is a total agreement that he have a failure? Because the Quran he will make for you either is going to be similar or better. The second I say, I'm going to make a better Quran, that means the older Quran is not good as the new Quran. Is that correct? Do we agree, guys? If I say, I am going to build a house for you, and this house will be better than that house, obviously there's a better in quality. Do we agree? Otherwise, how it is better? So when Allah make the Quran and give it to Muhammad, he noticed that his Quran is stupid, so he decided to make a better Quran. And here you see a very stupid argument or statement in this chapter. Because why you want to cause me to forget the Quran, or why you want to abrogate the Quran if you will make something similar? When I say stupidity is amazing, it is. Look, he will make you forget the Quran, so he will make similar. So I'm going to burn your car. Let us say your car, give me a name, give me a brand. I'm not really good in cars, you know. I'm good in guns only. Let us say you have Uzi, Israeli gun, very good gun, by the way. The bullet can go through the railway station, the railway steel. And then I say, I'm going to destroy your Uzi, and I will replace it with Uzi. I mean, who is the Uzi here? This is a Uzi God. This is a stupid Uzi God. So why you want to destroy it to give me the same one? This is number one stupid, you know. Obviously, this person who's saying that is a stupid. Then, when he say he is going to give you something better, that make it even more stupid. If we assume that Uzi is made by Allah, which is not, Allah cannot make Uzi. This is a Jewish make. And then Allah, he will give you a better than Uzi. But Allah is the one who gave you Uzi. So Allah have the quality of making. He's improving himself. So what we notice here, I wrote a book. And my first book, my second book, the third book, and then people, they say, oh, there's a mistake there. There's a grammar mistake there. CP corrected there. The English there is not right. English is not my first language, as you know. So we correct. People, they, you know, they tell me where things is wrong, and I fix it. So my book after the correction is better than my book before the correction. It's improved. But this is for me as a human. But when God himself, he make a book and then he make a better book than the first book, what happened? Muhammad Sa'id saying Jesus did the same. That is stupid of you, my friend. Where Jesus did the same? Are you stupid or what? Jesus said, I will give you something better? Jesus said, I will give you something better from what the Father said? Again, a stupid answer. This is why I block you always, because you talk like a kid. So, nothing like Allah. Allah, he go to school. His Arabic last week wasn't good last year. So this year is better. He will give you a better Quran. And here you notice that Allah is doing abrogation. Okay, why in the world you do abrogation? Why you do abrogation? If you go and read the interpretation of the verse, you will die laughing. Shall we go there? Look what happened. This is a chapter 2, verse 106. What this verse is about? Allah will make better Quran from the Quran. What happened? Read and laugh. The Muslim, they make videos saying, the Arab at that time, brother, they were amazed. The Arab at time, they never saw Quran like this. They never saw Arabic book like this. They never saw a prophet like, I agree, never saw a prophet like this. And read with me. When the disbeliever began to dare the matter of abrogation, saying that one day Muhammad enjoys his companion one thing, and then the next day he forbid it. When? Next day. I mean, have you heard about abrogation happen so fast? Have you ever heard of, imagine Donald Trump, he make a law, second day he forbid it. Why? Obviously he found there is a mistake. Wrong, bad, stupid. Joe Biden, he say, I am Joe husband. Second day he correct himself. I am not Joe husband. I'm Joe. Muhammad Sa'id saying, why not? I mean, are you stupid or what? What do you mean, why not? Why you make a decision yesterday and today you change your mind? Aren't you God? Did you make a mistake? How you say it's lawful today, the second day, less than 24 hours, you forbid it again? This is what happened. Muhammad, he say something, he make it as a law, says Allah said to me second day, he found that people are upset. This is stupid. And I will give you an example about the stupidity of Muhammad. Read and laugh. Chapter 2, verse 178. Muhammad, he decided to make a law for murder. Okay, what is the law? Brother and sister, in the case of equality, prescribed for you in the case of murder, free for the free, slave for the slave, women for the women. What the heck? So, if you kill my wife, I kill your wife. So now we have two victims. Women for the women. You kill a woman, you kill his woman, go kill his woman. You kill his slave, go kill his. He killed your slave, go kill his slave. If you are a free white man and you kill a white free man, you will be killed. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid law like this? What kind of justice? This is justice of donkeys. People start complaining. Are you stupid or what? What do you mean? I killed his wife, you kill my wife. What an idiot. So Muhammad was trying to practice the law of Musa's eye for an eye. But the stupid Muhammad, he is not taking your eye for the eye of the other guy. He taking the eye of your wife. This is not about women kill you, idiot. It says women for the women. You want to show you the interpretation? Just to make everybody laugh at you? We can go to the interpretation right now and people will laugh at you. We don't give interpretation by our own. We can go right now. Here we go. Chapter 2, verse 178. You know, just to show you, because they will say to you, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't say that. It does. A bunch of potatoes, coward liars. 2, 178. 2, 1. Are you ready? Are you sincerely ready? Yeah. This is Islam. Garbage in, garbage out. Brother, do you see the interpretation, brother? Free man is killed for a free man, not for a slave. Do you see it, guys? Do you see it? Do you see it? So if a white Arab man, he killed a black Ethiopian or African slave, the white man will not be killed for killing a slave, okay? And a slave for the slave, and female for the female. Do you see it? Then you can read the rest of the interpretation and laugh. So when Muhammad, he make a law claiming that God, he gave it to him, and then he changed it second day, he forbid it second day, because obviously he noticed that he is an idiot. So we can add to the claim of this person who make a comment in the video that yes, nothing like Allah, which aka Muhammad, he is an idiot. Now we continue. Christian believe Holy Father is mathematic one. First of all, we don't believe in mathematic one. You are a liar, son of Muta. It is you who is a believer in mathematic God, and we will prove it. And this is why I said, take it into account later. I will go back to your mathematic thing. Get ready. And they and add 2 to him in equation. They call it Trinity. Everybody here will see how stupid Islam is. We add 2. We did add 2. Okay. You see, if we ask Muslims, when you do ablution, what do you do? They say to you, you have to like put water in your hands, or arm 3 times, your nose, your ears, everything 3 times. Okay. Why you are making it 3 times if Allah is one? In the name of who? In the name of Allah the Father, Allah the Son, Allah the Holy Spirit? They have no answer. They are people of Trinity. Muhammad, when he say Assalamu alaikum, he say it 3 times. How silly. You go to a place, you say Assalamu alaikum. They say alaikum assalam. Then you say again Assalamu alaikum. Then you say Assalam. Then you say Assalam. Like what the heck? The God of Islam, he made Zechariah mute for 3 days. Why 3 days? He asked him for a sign, he mute him for 3 days. He told Mary to fast for 3 days from talking. Okay, why 3 days? We don't know. When he introduced himself in the Quran, he introduced himself by 3 names. Why 3 names? Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. This is the first one, Allah. This is the second one, Ar-Rahman. This is the third one, Ar-Rahim. What about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? No, 3. So if we want to talk about mathematics, let us do the mathematics. First of all, maybe many Christians do not know, many who they are ignorant about Islam, they think Allah is a spirit. Allah is not a spirit. Allah is not a spirit. So mathematically, we cannot add the spirit to Allah, according to this logical guy. But how Allah can be exist if he have no spirit? Anyone can tell me? You see, because the spirit is the power of life. Let us say the invisible power of life. So one day actually they asked Muhammad a very simple question: what is the spirit? Do you know what Muhammad he said? As usual, nobody knows. Chapter 17, verse number 85. They are asking you concerning the spirit, and they put between bracket the inspiration, where it says inspiration, that's a lie. He said, the spirit is from the command of my Lord. Only Allah have knowledge of it. Allah knows best. So what is the answer? They are asking you what is the spirit. They are not asking you it's a command of who. They are asking you what is the spirit. You answer them saying only Allah knows. But because Islam is not a spiritual religion, far away from spirituality, it focuses in the penis and vagina and food and boys to sleep with them. So there's no spirit. Then if we ask the Muslims why Allah has no spirit, they say nothing like Allah. Okay, that's wonderful. Nothing like Allah. Is Allah made from solid material? Any Muslim can answer? Just to show you the stupidity. Any Muslim can tell us if Allah is made from solid material? What Allah is made of? He is not spirit. You can search right now in Google, you'll find fatwas of Muslim scholars saying Allah is not a spirit. This is not a question to debate about. Anyone can tell us what Allah is made of? Remember, they said that Allah, nothing like Allah. Nothing like Allah, my friend. Okay. But Allah is not a spirit. And he exists supposedly, and he is a solid material. How we know Allah is a solid material? Well, we just showed you the videos. Allah have hands. Can those hands be spiritual? No, because he's not spirit. Can they be metaphorical? No. Not a single Muslim agree with that. He have a shin, he have a hand, he have a face. Oh, what they say to you, yes, you know, Allah have a hand, but his hand is not like your hand, brother. Allah has a form, but his form is not like yours, brother.
Allah then hand. How? Allah Alam. Something that Allah has given description of certain of his things. Something that Allah has given 5 fingers like this line. Allah then hand. How? Allah Alam.
Allah has hand. How? Allahu Alam. Don't ask how. That's why I say he left like as a donkey, never come back as a horse. So Allah have fingers, Allah have hands, Allah have legs, Allah have face, Allah have eyes. You know?
What do we understand that Allah has? How do we believe in that, Nazri? How is, or what is the correct creed in the way we believe in it? We don't do any of, no tahrif, no ta'til, no takyif, no tamthir, and no tafweed. People out there.
What he is saying to them, don't negotiate how. This is how it is. Don't negotiate, don't question how Allah have face, have eyes. Don't question that. He have, but how? Don't ask.
He said, no, it means reward. These verses, these ahadith mean reward, not the face of Allah Ta'ala. So are we saying that the reward of Allah's face, or the reward burns any of the creation that extends to? His sight, the hadith says sight extends to. Does that make sense? Secondly, why even ponder? Why even delve into this? Just leave it. Leave it.
Leave it.
There's no need to try to analyze and philosophize.
Don't.
This is the way of the companions.
David.
Al-ulama. This is the way they believed in it. And they accepted it with no investigation.
No investigation. Because the second you start making investigation, you are a shish kebab. Guys, anytime this guy, Muhammad Saeed come, just block him. He's just like a bug. Admins, anytime you see his name, just block him. Okay. Don't investigate. So Allah have eyes, but don't investigate. You cannot investigate why Allah have eyes, why Allah have hands.
In Surah Al-Rahman, verse 27. كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. Everyone on it will perish. Everyone. But the face, listen carefully, the face of Allah, full of splendor, honor and might, will remain forever. The what? The face of Allah Ta'ala. In a narration, a dua that Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to say by An-Nisa'i Ahmad bin Shu'aib, he used to always say this beautiful dua: I ask you for the joy of looking at your face. Of looking at your face. In another narration by Muslim, the hadith says, the splendor of Allah's face will burn any of his creation that his sight extends to. That his sight extends to. So what do we understand from these narrations in this verse? And many more. What do we understand? That Allah has? How do we believe in that, Nazri?
Allah has a face. Okay, hold on. As long as we agreed that Allah has a face, that's mean Allah have an ass and have a back. Correct? Unless Allah face is from all direction. And that will not be face anymore. You know what I mean? Because the second you call a face, he have a face, it means he have a back. There's a front, and there's a back, and there's a side. So Allah have a face. Why we don't talk about the back of Allah now? Why you are not mentioning the back of Allah? So when they say to us Allah is different, a different format, well, Allah is a fiction story. It doesn't make sense because he have no spirit, which means he's not alive. He's not a living thing. And he is just made from maybe silicone, maybe concrete, maybe stones. Nothing inside. And he have a face. He have hands. He have a chin. All those things he have. So what else?
The reward burn.
Let us see. We go to different Abdul.
One said, the meaning of the saying, the Prophet, Allah's hand is ever full. Now he used the word Yadullah mil'a. Now why do the translation here we use the word hands? Because Allah also talk about himself. Yadullah fawqa aydihim. The hand of Allah is above their hands. But how do the hand of Allah look like? Don't imagine.
Don't imagine how the land of Allah look like. Don't imagine. Okay, so what we got now? Allah is a collection of body parts. This is what Muslims they knew about their God. He has no spirit. This is what you worship. Can you say to us nothing like him? No, we have a lot of things like him. Stones, they have no spirit. Statues, who have fingers and chin, etc. There's even stones naturally in a shape like they look like a human being. But doesn't mean they are God. This is what you know about your God. This is all what you know about your God. This is all what you know about your God. Silly religion. Stupid religion. What else you know about God? Nothing. Don't ask. Allah have hands, but don't ask. Why we cannot ask? Because you cannot.
So, يد الله فوق أيديهم. The hand of Allah is above their hands. But how do the hand of Allah look like? Don't imagine.
Don't imagine. Can you imagine? No, you cannot. By the way, this video is one of my videos. I just found it there. You can download it. It's a very good video, actually. You can play it in church to teach. It's meant to play in churches, And actually, the person who is posting it here is from a church, like it's a church ministry, something like that. This is their website. All right. So what we learn from this?
Muhammad ibn Ismail. It says that a Jew came to Muhammad.
We played this part. Allah have 5 fingers. Let us go to something else.
In another narration, in actual verse, it says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a shin. A what?
A shin. Shin, 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 da da da. Allah, Allah, we love your shin, 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 shin. We do love your shin. With the shin. The shin of Allah is so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. The shin of Allah is so beautiful. Sha 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 shin. Allah, Allah, got the shin, got the shin, got the shin. Da 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 shan shan shin. Shan 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 shin. Shin shun shan shan shin shan shin shin of Allah. Allah he got a shin for what? You see, when you Muslim, you say Allah have hands. What he would do with it? I thought Allah, he say be is going to be as you claim. But no, the Quran says Allah, he built the earth and the heaven by his hands, not by saying be. Now we reach that Allah, he is going to play football. This is where we are now.
Leave them alone as they have been reported. Without explanation.
Without explanation. Never explain it. Never ever explain it. The second you explain it, you are screwed. Never explain it.
You will always be safe.
What happened to the video? All right.
In another narration, in actual verse, it says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a shin. A what? A shin. In Surah Al-Qalam, verse 42. Al-Qalam, verse 42. You look confused, Nazri. You get in? Is there a
he noticed that some kids in the class who they are adult, Nazri, you get confused. Look how he's looking at him. He will kill him. Are you confused, Nazri? Nazri? Are you confused? Like Nazri is like looking at like this guy is saying Allah have a shin. Like what the heck? My God has a shin? So the Christian they say hallelujah. The Muslim should say shinnuya. And the teacher, he looked at the student. And he looked to the student and he said to him, Nazri, what's wrong with you, Nazri? Do you want us to be here, you Nazri? Nazri, are you thinking, Nazri? We just say it, don't think. Nazri? Right away, Nazri, he said, no, I understand very well. It's okay. Yeah, Nazri, right away, he swallowed his tongue. He don't know what to say. Nazri, are you okay, Nazri? Almost Nazri, he is going to pee in his pants.
says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a shin. A what? a shin. In Surah Al-Qalam, verse 42. Al-Qalam, verse 42. You look confused, Nazri. You getting? Is there a problem there? Or?
There's a problem there, Nazri. No, he don't have a problem. He just discovered that his God have 5 fingers, have hands, have eyes, have ears, have a neck, have a face, and now he have a shin. Now we have Maradona. Are you confused, Nazri? Do you have a problem, Nazri?
Sure? You understand what's
Sure.
going on?
Sure, oh, okay.
No more illustration or elaboration needed?
No more? Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Allah Ta'ala says in Al-Qalam 42, يَوْمَ يُكْشَفُ عَنْ سَاقَهُ وَيُدْعَوْنَ إِلَى السُّجُودِ فَلَا يَسْتَطِيعُونَ. The day when the shin shall be laid bare, and they shall be summoned to prostrate before Allah, but they will not be able to. Now, in according to a hadith in Bukhari, this shin is the shin of Allah.
This is the shin of Allah. The shin of Allah. Just say, MashaAllah. It's so sexy, so beautiful. Please say, Alhamdulillah. There's nothing like the shin of Allah. It's so beautiful. Alhamdulillah. Let me try to figure out how the shin of Allah look like. I'm just trying, you know. The hairy leg.
And it is time for a president who understands.
Oh, hold on. I'm just trying to understand how the shin of Allah look like. Just wait. Don't take me wrong, brother, sister. Okay. How the shin of Allah look like? Let's see. Have patience.
First African-American state senator in the state of Delaware. Everything about.
Hold on, where is the shin of Allah? I want to go to the shin part. Yeah.
I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So
That's so beautiful. This guy is our president now. He's going to be a president. Welcome to America. Anyway, so the shin of Allah. Allah is proud about his shin, you know. And are we going to rub the shin of Allah?
the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. And the kids used to come up and reach blonde in the sun. And the kids blonde in the sun. That turn blonde in the sun. Turn that turn I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I
okay, so now we got an idea how the shin of Allah look like, thanks to Joe Biden. Bite me. Very impressive speech. You know, I mean, you are elected for a reason, my friend. Obviously, the shin you have is different And this is why the Muslim, they worship the shin of Allah. It obviously is different too. Nothing like the shin of Allah. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop here because this comedy is going to take long to finish what this guy he said. I hope he will not delete his comment. But as you see, when the Muslims, they speak about their God, and you know, they have no idea who they are worshiping. It's just an imaginary balloon. This balloon have a shin, have a face, have a leg, have a hand, have 5 fingers. And why you have 5 fingers? Yet they say he is not a human. Yeah, sure he is not a human. You know. So we will continue. Maybe later afternoon. You know. Just to keep it. For how long now we are live on air? Let us see. Oh boy. For how long? How long? How long? No, it doesn't show really in YouTube how long. Anyway, we are long enough here. So we will continue this maybe today afternoon later. Just be sure that you turn on your notification. By the way, you can subscribe to our shin. We have a special shin, and this shin, you know, okay, I have an offer for you. Maybe we should not do that because this is too much. I mean, how I'm going to send you a shin hair, you know. Anyone who help us with donation, we are giving you 1 hair from the shin of Joe Biden. I cannot send you from my shin, sorry, it's going to hurt. Or if you are a Muslim, we are going to send you a hair from the shin of Allah. Prove me wrong that this is not the shin of Allah. Do you have a proof? You don't have a proof. You have no idea how the shin of Allah look like. So help us in donation and get 1 shin, hair shin for free. All right. And if you subscribe, actually we can give you like 3-month supply of shin hair. So when you go to the, and let me tell you the benefit of subscribing to the shin of Allah. If you go and have the shin of Allah hair, you put it in your shin, you go to the beach, man, women, they will go crazy for you. Because those shin hair is very attractive. And I'm afraid even men, they will be attracted to you too. So just take a note. Because nobody can resist the shin of Allah. I mean, can you imagine how beautiful it is? Let us be real here. Let us stop being sarcastic. I mean, it is the shin of God, for God's sake. I mean, how we can deny how majestic it is. Actually, here in the video, this guy, he said later, he speak about Allah have what? Yeah, hold on. Just let me play this part for you. How he described the foot of Allah.
Arrogant and a tyrant. Well, Paradise said, what is the matter with me? Why do I only receive the weak and the humble? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Paradise, you are my mercy, which I bestow on whoever I please amongst my creation. And he said to Hellfire, you are my means of punishment, whom I punish anyone from amongst my creation. And both of you will be fueled. So he will create a new creation for Paradise. But Hellfire will need more and more and more. It will say, as the Quran mentions, Surah Al-Kahf, verse 30, يَوْمَ نَقُولُ لِجَهَنَّمْ هَلْ امْتَلَأْتِ وَتَقُولُ هَلْ مِن مَزِيدٍ. Today we say to Hellfire, are you full? It says no. Is there more? I want more. Then Allah Ta'ala places his foot in Hellfire. His beautiful, magnificent, excellent foot. And then Hellfire,
his beautiful, magnificent, beautiful foot. His beautiful, magnificent is. Hey Nazri, do you have a problem? Nazri, are you confused now? Nazri? How many Nazri we have there? It's beautiful and nothing like Allah. Nothing like Allah. Okay. I'm truly convinced. So what we learned, da da la 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 la.
Gog! Gog! Matcha! Matcha, matcha!
Oh, please, Allah, no, please, Allah, don't eat them, Allah, please, Allah. Unbelievable. So this is your God? I don't know which movie are you telling. I don't know. I searched for caveman, I get this. Are you asking me really? You think I watch those movies? Unbelievable, true story. You know? And the guy is like a blind, he walked by and then he found the Allah, you know? And actually, yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. Please, no. Stop. Not the women, man. I mean, she is the only one look good in this movie. The rest are hairy dudes. Ugly dudes. Not the women. Like, come on. Leave the virgin alone. We promise a lot of virgin in heaven, Allah. Don't eat our virgins. Oh boy. So as you see, this is what the Muslim knew about their God, and yet they have big mouth speaking about their God, to worship their God, but they have no idea who this God is. He is not a spirit. He's a physical being. How he can live? Because the spirit is the power of life. How he can be a source of life, he himself have no life. Now, I hope that Muslims from now on, they will start putting pictures in their houses for the shin of Allah and the foot of Allah, which is magnificent. That reminds me of the Magnificent Seven. But Allah have 5 fingers.
And both of you will be fueled. So he will create a new creation for paradise. But hellfire will need more and more and more. It will say, as the Quran mentions in Surah Al-Kahf, verse 30, يَوْمَ نَقُولُ لِجَهَنَّمْ هَلْ امْتَلَأْتِ وَتَقُولُ هَلْ مِن مَزِيدٍ. Today we say to hellfire, are you full? It says no. Is there more? I want more.
One more, please. Allah, send more, please. I mean, look at this conversation. Allah is the vendor for the hellfire. Do you want more? Huh? It's not about how many really commit sin. It's about, do you want more? I'll send us more. Okay.
Then Allah Ta'ala places his foot in hellfire. His beautiful, magnificent, excellent foot.
What we learn from this? That the foot of Allah is made from special material, is not going to be burned. Otherwise, imagine, brother, if Allah's foot is made from silicone and he put it there, it's going to be melted. So praise be to Allah, his fire is anti, sorry, his foot is anti burning, made from anti burning material. And that is telling us that the Allah, the one material he's made from, is very, very high quality, made from a special kind of carbon. You know, like if you mix Pepsi Cola and 7-Up together and you add some 7-Step. This is why in Afghanistan, my cousins there, when they woke up, you know, they wake in the street, they walk 7-Step and they jump because they drink 7-Up. And then, you know, you mix all that together, 7-Up, Pepsi Cola, Sham Cola, you put them all together, you get the foot of Allah, which cannot be burnt. Muslims, what is the foot of Allah is made of? And why Allah have a foot? I will leave this question, and I want Muslims to answer us in the text. Please leave us an answer. Why Allah have a hand? Why Allah have eyes? Why Allah He need them? I mean, if you don't need them, why He is using them and why they have them? Is that evolution? Maybe Allah in the beginning He don't have eyes, but then He noticed that He need eyes, so He put eyes for Himself. Why Allah have a foot? He have only one foot or 2 foot? If you have 1 foot, how He walk? Like boing, boing, boing? All those questions Muslims don't dare even to think about it, because the second you start thinking about it, you will find that Islam is a stupid cult. And witness the answers of the Muslims. They will answer you about anything except the question. They will say to you, Jesus cannot be God. Okay? But Abdul, this is the question. Why Allah He have a hand? Let me tell you, first of all, the Bible is corrupted. Look, Abdul, listen. This is not the question. Why Allah have a hand? Okay, you know, Paul is the one who made the Christianity. Abdul, this is not the question, man. Why Allah have a foot? Allah have a shin. Okay, the foot. Why Allah have a foot? How many foot He have? 44 or 42 or 41? Are we going to be expected Allah to join one of the football teams soon? We have no answer, because this is a very embarrassing questions showing how stupid Islam is. All right? Okay, I will leave you with the foot of Allah for today, and maybe I will be back later and we will explain more about His foot and how beautiful it is, and we will teach you too how to cut the nails of the toes of Allah, because if you have a foot, you have toes. As you see, you have 5 fingers. Again, we're going to say thank you for all those people who support us. Your help always is needed, even though only few people do so. But we appreciate them, and we appreciate all those who support our mission. May the Lord bless you all. And until we see you soon again, this is your humble brother, Christian Prince, who know nothing, learn nothing, speak of nothing, because Muslims always get me busted. Was with you. I hope you have a good time. And our program is not a comedy, but Muhammad forced it to be so. I apologize. I want to be so serious. And this is a very serious topic. And the information is very serious. And because it's very serious, you are dying from laughing. Thank you. God bless you. Christ is Lord. Islam made by a dummy for a dummy. Are you a dummy? I'm sure you are not. Take care.